Hello, Katie, mynaturalhappiness.com, creator of the Seeds of Change program to help you go from hamster wheel to happiness, founder of Shine Your Light Goddess, Shine Your Light, the boot camp and the book. Just helping you shed the shackles of the past, both this life and previous lives, so you can shine brightly in this world. I tuned in today. I hope you're well. We should start with that. I hope you're well. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you've had a lovely week. I'm diving in there because I tuned into what message that I should share this week, weaving in with the cards for the week for those watching the video, for you watching this video. And I've been listening to the podcast. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Don't forget to subscribe. And I was guided to share the adage, worry about the things that you can change rather than things that you can't. And that was the message that dropped in for me and to share with you, and probably for me as well, to worry about the things that we can change and start to change them and release the worries about the things that we can't. And sometimes that's easier said than done. I know that when I'm speaking to a lot of people, the cost of living crisis, the mortgage increases, the fact that everything's so much more expensive these days, and it seems to really be an oppressive cloud over people. And I absolutely feel it, and it can get me as well, because you're sitting there going, well, hang on a minute, I had this much and it went this far and now it doesn't. What's going on? And what I am working on myself is to think about what I can change about the situation. What can I do differently? How can I change things? And the things that I can't change, how can I release the worry about it? And as I'm talking, I can feel it in my throat, which means that there are people out here who are watching this video who are feeling it in their throat as well, because that's what happens. You tune into the energy. And it's easier said than done sometimes. It really is. And what I've learnt to do is to feel in and learn the lessons from the past and the generations before us, because I often talk about going back with Shine Your Light Goddess, the boot camp. We go back into the past and we shed the shackles of the past that no longer serve us. So the old ways, the old ways of being and feeling that no longer serve us, and served previous lifetimes of ourselves, but not serve us now. And so I often talk about the fact we go back and shed the shackles of the past so that we can shine our lights brightly in this world. What's also amazing is we can also learn from the past, and we can go back through our ancestral lineage, and we can start to bring forward lessons that were learned in the past and feelings of resilience. And our ancestors went through horrendous times. I have Irish lineage, and so the potato famine, still to this day, you put a plate of potatoes down in front of me and I'm there. I am so there. And I know my family, a lot of my family at 7, I know that's from the potato famine days. So there's so much that can hang over us with it, and there's also so much resilience and lessons that can be learnt from our ancestors of blood and spirit, because they got through those times and they worked through them and they got through, and then their lives changed. And so if you're finding yourself feeling worried or scared or in doubt, or thinking, how am I going to get through this? What am I going to do? What's going to happen next? If you're feeling like that, I'm being guided to say, go into meditation and ask your ancestors of blood and spirit to support you and to give you some lessons and some gifts and some wise words, and see what flows. If you want support doing that, I can absolutely support doing that. You're doing that. Shine Your Light Goddess, Shine Your Light the Bootcamp is an amazing place to go. I've also got the low cost offer of the pull an electronic version of my oracle cards, and then listen to a beautiful meditation attached to each and every card, and it might be that one of those meditations supports you to learn some lessons from the past. And of course, one-to-one offers, if you want one-to-one support, of course I do that as well. So I hope that speaks to you, but just remember that this too will pass. This too will pass. And I was saying that a lot in the COVID times, and now it seems to be that people are under that pressure again, which there always seems to be a pressure that's coming down from above, and that's a whole other story and a whole other theory of why are we being kept down. So how can you tune into the lessons of the past, sit forward and shine your light? It is easier said than done. There are always going to be times where you feel down. If you've got a lot going on, there's always going to be times where that happens. It's having a plan to get out of it when you do. That is the key. So I hope that serves and supports you. I am being guided to share that brightly with you right now, and I hope it brings you some peace and happiness in your heart. If you want support with any of this, please reach out, give me a shout, and we'll have a conversation and see if I can help. Right, so back to the point in hand, which is the cards for the week for you watching this video or listening to this podcast. And interestingly, I've been guided to go back to Caroline Mitchell's Dragon Path again. I've got many decks, and this one seems to be speaking more and more to me at this time of year, which I think is the fire of the beautiful high summer that is perhaps what's calling so beautifully. And we have Soul Guardian. Soul Guardian. I am the expression of the whole and complete you. This beautiful dragon is your soul guardian and your very own dragon counterpart. How beautiful is this soul guardian? This majestic being carries all of you, all of your past and your experiences. You are he and he is you. He knows all there is to know about you and your lives. We're talking about previous lives. That's why I pulled this card, of course. He knows that which you need to do, that which you avoid and which you celebrate. He is the guardian of every incarnation you have experienced as a soul throughout the ages, the good, the bad, and of course the ugly. He says, as well as your positive side, I also hold your shadow, what we were just talking about. Always synergy, isn't there? The part that you would rather not acknowledge exists. I'm the keeper of all your memories. As you pass through each lifetime, your human body and mind have a need to protect themselves when you experience pain or trauma, whether from birth, life, or death. A small piece of your soul then also retreats to protect itself. I am the guardian of your soul, the expression of the whole and complete you. If your soul guardian dragon has arrived in your cards today, he is telling you that time has come to begin to piece your soul back together, to recall all the missing parts, so that you can complete the amazing picture and reveal yourself in all your magnificence as a living being. He tells us all you need to do is ask and I will guide your way. You are a spiritual warrior and you must learn to listen to your inner guidance. I will always be beside you as you follow your path, Soul Guardian. And that's a huge part of what I do, I realise, is actually helping people bring themselves and accept who they are and recall parts of their soul that perhaps they left behind so that you can shine even brightly. So that's so beautiful. Soul Guardian, that's our first card. And considering how I started, I never read this before I do the first bit. Again, synergy, which is always amazing. And from my deck of cards, and again, I did shuffle these, but we have the same card that we've had the last couple of weeks from my deck of cards. Beauty. So the beauty is within us and around us. This card is guiding you to see the beauty in the situation that you are in. Every situation, no matter how dark, has a silver lining. You are being guided to look for this silver lining in what you are facing right now. There is one if only you look for the beauty. So powerful, so powerful. So yeah, very powerful, very powerful. And if you want to go and listen to the meditation for that card, you can sign up to the free 7-day trial. I'll take no offense if you cancel between now and the 7 days, and you can pull an electric card and you can listen to the meditation of that. I think this was the card that a couple of weeks ago I put a link to the meditation on the Facebook page and in the email, so if it's calling you to go back to that, and then you'll be able to find it. I'm not quite sure if this was the card, but I hope that supports you so beautifully, and seeing the beauty in the situation that is around us is so powerful. So powerful. So I hope that this week's message of love has supported and held you in the way that it's meant to hold you. And I hope that you have had the most magical time. I'm enjoying festivals and just enjoying the beauty that I'm enjoying in the moment is going to beautiful music festivals and listening and dancing and feeling into the magic that is around us, whilst then trying to make sure I get out for a walk every day so I can see nature and immerse myself in nature. And that's where I'm finding the beauty in what is around us right now. So sending you a huge hug of love. Have the most magical week, and if I can support you in any way, please reach out. With so much love, Kate, mynaturalhappiness.com. Have a magical week. Lots of love. Take care.